Well, hello PS51 and welcome back to DreamYard. Today is the day that you become a citizen of the magical realm. In order to become a citizen, you'll need some kind of identification. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to be creating a passport to prove that you are an actual citizen. And for today's lesson, you'll need a piece of paper, a pencil, and an eraser. When you have all of your supplies, please meet me back at the art table and we'll begin. Let's start with our intentions for today's lesson. We'll start with a I can statement. I can create a passport. All right, now that you said it, let's go over what a passport is. A passport is a type of identification to prove that you're a citizen of wherever country you're from. In my case, I'm not only a citizen of the magical realm, but I'm also a citizen of the United States, and here is my passport to prove it. I also have my ID card. So these are important items, so I think it would be a great idea for us to create one for ourselves. Now, let's look at a passport. It's almost like a little book. To create our very own passport, let's take our piece of paper, let's hold it in the landscape position and then fold it in half, making sure that the ends meet at the edges so we have a nice straight passport. At the very top of your folded paper, let's write passport. Now let's leave a little room in the middle because that's where we want to draw a symbol. But underneath that, we can write the country or the world that we're from. We already know it's the magical realm. So let's write the magical realm. Now, what could be our symbol? For the United States, they used an eagle. And what do all mystical creatures have in common? Some have wings, some have fins and tails, some have horse legs, some have horns. So it's really hard to create one universal symbol that speaks to us all. Because it's not just about the individual, it's about the community. So the question is, what do we all have in common? I don't want to draw a pair of horns because fairies don't have horns. And I don't want to draw a pair of wings because mermaids don't have wings. And I don't want to exclude any of the creatures from the magical realm. One thing that I know that we all have in common is pixie dust. Whether you're a goblin, a troll, a leprechaun, or a fairy, we were all created from pixie dust. So I think the symbol should be pixie dust because that is a unifying symbol. It is not just for one creature. It is for all of us. So in between these words, we're going to draw pixie dust. Pixie dust is like a star-like symbol. For this pixie dust, I'm just going to make a star. I start with one line going straight down, then another line going across. If you want to make yours a little bit fancier, you certainly can. But here's the trick. We all must start with this. And then you can get creative as long as you start with this basic symbol so that even if you do other things around it, I can always see that symbol and I know that it's a legitimate passport from the magical realm. Oh, you came closer. Great. What I love about our symbol is that it's universal. Every citizen from the magical realm will have the same shape, and that shows that we're all part of the same community. But here's also a chance for us to show a little bit of individuality. Here's some examples of how to do so. Let's look at the different ways that we can make it more individualized while still being part of the community. I can put a circle. It still has the symbol. What about in this one, if I put some wavy lines? This might be the passport from a mer creature. The waves remind me of water. Oh, what about this one? Let's try another one. Look at that. Using the same universal symbol, I've created individuality in each of them. So now it's time for you to decide how you want your symbol to be. You can keep it simple, or go very fancy, or go somewhere in between. But after you've done all that, make sure you have your passport, written on the top of it, the symbol, and then the magical realm below. Now that you've created the cover for your passport, join me for our next session when we start to create the inside. Oh, that's your preview, but we'll do that next time. Until we meet again at the art table, I'll see you next time. Bye for now, PS51.